All right, here we are. Episode 13, special event. We're here at Glamping. I'm with Keith here again from episode, which
10.
episode? Episode 10.
It's a 10, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got me back pretty fast.
Yeah, Keith's from Canada, for those of you who don't know. Nova Scotia. Shout out to Keith's mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. I'm gonna behave myself today.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we're not. We've been drinking. We've been eating a lot of. All right, man. So, we're here now in Gapyeong, in South Korea, where it's in pretty much east of Seoul.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, man, we're at a glamping site, and we're inside a caravan right now. So, yeah, man, it's what do you think so far? What do you make of this place?
I could get used to it.
You're from Canada, so like,
I could get used to this, actually. Like, I really enjoy camping. I bought a tent when I came here. But yeah, it's much more comfortable, but it beats the hell out of a hotel room.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But like, this is really, really cool.
But you're more of like an outdoorsman, right? Aren't you? Yeah. Like, look at you, man. You just look like it.
This is like, I'm very comfortable right now.
Yeah.
Which is a little contradictory to camping. Like, you don't go camping to be comfortable, and like, I'm very warm.
Right.
Everything's nice. I have a TV. There's Wi-Fi. But like,
so when
I'm having such a great time.
Yo, same here, bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you came. So when I did ask you, like, oh, you want to come glamping with us? For you, like, in your mind, what were you thinking? Were you thinking, like, glamping? Fuck that. Because, like, glamping, it essentially means, like, luxurious camping, right? Yeah. So, like, what was going through your mind?
I didn't know what it was until...
Same here.
Like, when you said glamping, like, first you said glamorous camping, and I thought really, really nice tents. That's what I thought. I thought really nice tents.
Yeah.
Or, like, bringing nice food and stuff like that. I didn't think it was that different.
Yeah.
Than camping, but, like...
So...
Wall. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, we're inside a caravan right now. Yeah. It's actually my first time. Pop my cherry. Popped your cherry as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
Never done this before.
A lot of popping.
But, like, this is the same size as my apartment.
Yeah.
And actually, like... Yeah, this is like, I could live in this.
Right?
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like an RV.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's an RV.
That's pretty much what it is. And, like, for you folks who don't know what glamping really is, it's pretty much like, if you know Taylor Swift, and you watched her music video, which one is it? Oh, fuck. The one where she's in Africa, do you know?
No, I don't know. I used to love Taylor Swift, too.
Oh, it's such a great music video, and people are probably screaming at the screen. Yeah.
She stopped being country, and then she kind of lost me when she stopped being country. Oh.
Yeah. I know you don't like her about that.
I'm still holding a grudge.
Yeah. You're more of like, you're a purist, aren't you?
I'm a purist. Okay. So, like, in high school, I had the biggest crush on her. I loved her. Her poster was in my room, like, everything. My hockey team won provincials, which is, like, it's like, yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Yeah. First song we played was Love Story. Every time we won a game, we played Love Story by Taylor Swift. Yeah. Like it has a lot of meaning. Look at you, bro. I loved it. I loved her. And then, like, in the span of a couple years... It went to, we are never, ever, ever getting back together.
So how do you feel about that? Because I know, like, you're really balls deep into country. Like, why don't you tell, like, the people, like, just a list of names that, you know, the top, like, country artists that you love. Yeah, that you love to listen to.
Oh, Blake Shelton's my favorite. Like, everyone, like, they'll know Blake Shelton because he's on X Factor.
Oh.
Right? Like, he's married to Gwen Stefani.
Is he the bald dude?
No. Actually voted sexiest man alive right now.
Oh.
And people are pissed, but, like, I'm all for it.
Hey, man. I mean...
Yeah.
Let the people speak.
Yeah. So, like, him, Carrie Underwood's big name, Miranda Lambert. Like, they're all famous. Like, I think they're household names.
Right.
Yeah.
I see.
There's, like, Luke Bryan, Kenny Chesney.
Okay.
Yeah, Billy Currington.
I know. I know one.
Biggest, like, man crush on Sam Hunt. I'm not gonna lie.
Will you suck his dick?
Like I
next to
really
you.
want to say no.
He's next to you, and yeah, like, you know, he's kind of rubbing on
Dude.
your leg.
I'm not saying suck his dick, but I'm saying like if there was a dick that I had
That you had to sucky,
Sam
it'd be
Hunt.
him.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I actually know one country artist. His
Yeah.
name is Trace Atkins. Do you know
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
Yeah, I only know him because of the show, Celebrity Apprentice.
Oh, really?
With Donald Trump.
Well,
Yo, he was such
Donald
a
Trump.
calm, cool, like
Yeah.
collective dude.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this motherfucker, like, I
Yeah.
I hope he wins, but he didn't. I think some motherfucker won. But
Yeah.
Pierce Morgan, I think, won. I think he was up against Pierce, Morgan.
I can see him like.
But I'm not a big
I can
fan
see,
of
like-
Pierce Morgan. But
Yeah, but
anyways,
Donald Trump's picking the guy. Like, I
Well,
see him and
that's
Donald
true.
Trump getting along. Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's a whole shit show. But anyways, it was entertaining for what it was. Yeah, man. But I really, you know, we didn't really go over much about like all the places that you've been to on
Yeah.
episode 10. Was
Yeah,
it 10?
10.
Yeah. So like, I wanna kind of like get into that, man.
Fire away.
All right. So like, why don't you just so why don't you tell everyone like kind of like the tips of like how to prepare for backpacking, because for those of you who don't know, Keith has backpacked all over Europe to
Yeah.
Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
And in a total of safe to say maybe 53, 63, what was it?
56.
56
countries, but like,
countries.
I'm at like I'm figuring out what to count. So there's this thing called like the Century Club of Travis. Like when you get to 100
Oh.
territories, like no, not the drinking game, Century Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like there's only something like 193 countries in the world, but they count up to 300
Oh,
because there's like places you can go that like aren't real countries, but they kind of are.
So why don't you kind of like elaborate?
Okay,
on
so
that?
like I went to Moldova, and in Moldova there's like this little sliver. Yeah, Moldova's like a really poor country in Eastern Europe that no one really cares about that much.
Can you tell us where exactly?
Yeah, so just south of Ukraine.
Okay.
Yeah, just south of Ukraine, like and above Romania. Like it's
Okay.
right in between the two.
Okay.
Yeah, two other awesome countries.
It's a very small country.
Very small, like very poor, very like forgotten about.
Okay.
Basically, yeah. And in that country, there's even a more forgotten about place called Transnistria, which acts as its own country. Like it has its own military. They have a war.
Actually, yeah,
They have
heard
their
about
own money. They have their own president, their own parliament, like everything like a country. But it's just not recognized as a country.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can't
Strange.
count it as like a
But
country.
who makes that judgment that it's not
Who
really
makes
like
Honestly, like I was going by like
the American people
Like-
say that?
I was going like the government of Canada. If the government of Canada says it's a country, like, and
okay.
I've been to that country, I'm gonna count it.
Yeah.
But I want to count Transnistria because like it's different, you know. Or if you go to Bermuda, like everyone knows Bermuda, like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
technically like the United Kingdom.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, but they have like really good food and nice weather. Like it couldn't be. They're very different
Just
places,
part of its
right? They
territory?
shouldn't be the same.
Is
yeah,
that what it is?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It's
okay.
it's like a protectorate, or it's like an overseas territory, but
Oh, okay.
but not very British, right?
Right, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like it's a different experience. It's a different place.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to count the countries more that way, and then I have more than
Yeah.
that. Yeah. If you count that way,
So,
I
for
want to get to 100.
right,
soon.
so you want to get to 100. That's
Yeah.
pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
And like, so well, for those of you who want to backpack, like, so what are some of the things? Well, why don't you tell the folks like what they can do to prepare? You know, to go backpacking.
Yeah.
You know.
I think the biggest mistake I've seen backpacking is people preparing too much.
Meaning they pack
Too much.
too much?
Packing too much? Definitely. Packing too much. And actually, like, I'm kind of guilty for this. I have a 75-liter backpack, which is massive. Like, that's a massive backpack.
Oh, I see.
Like, I have the biggest backpack in the hostel.
Is that like the biggest kind you can get? A
It's-
75
it's
liter?
huge. Yeah. Like,
That's
it,
one of the. That's the
it's,
biggest.
it's up there. I don't.
Oh, okay.
There's probably bigger.
Bigger?
But, like,
Oh,
you
shit.
won't see a bigger backpack than mine
Oh.
at the hostel. And it's just full of underwear. Because I hate doing laundry. Because you have to burn a day doing laundry. or whatever. So I just have like 14 pairs of underwear, 14 pairs of socks, t-shirts, singlets, whatever. But and I'm big enough and strong enough to carry a backpack around.
Right.
Like, and if you're not and you pack too much, it's miserable. Because like sometimes you'll walk like 2 kilometers from a train station to your hostel and get lost, and don't pack too much. Don't overpack. Bare minimums. And if you need something, you'll find it in that country. Like if you need something, you'll go find it.
That's true. But and also like how like so you went from Europe all the way to Southeast Asia. Was this all in one shot?
No, so I went to Europe first. I did 2 months in Europe. Then I went back. And I was like, all right, I'm going to be an adult now. I'm going to find a job. Then I realized I really didn't want to do that. And then I went back to Europe for another 2 months.
I see.
Yeah. And then I got a job, worked, didn't like it, left, and then I was like, oh, what should I do now?
Okay.
I've got a little bit of money. I'll go backpacking again. So then I went for 6 months.
All right. So this is more for preparing for a 2-month backpacking trip.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So what else? What are the things?
So to plan, get like a general route. Very general. Because I see a lot of people, like, they'll go and they'll book all their plane tickets in advance, or like all their train tickets, all their hostel, because like they're saying like, oh, if I do it now, it'll be cheaper, or whatever. But then you're married to that path, and I promise you, there's some place in like France or Italy that you've never heard of,
and you're
going to want to go to when you go there.
Yeah,
because you get your best travel tips from like people coming the opposite direction.
Oh,
yeah. So like even when you do like Europe or okay, like Vietnam's the best example, because Vietnam's like really skinny country. Like everyone goes up it at the same time, and you meet people going down. Like there's only one road, and like there is a best route to go. Just like when you go to your hostel, like someone will tell you about something amazing. That's the best thing ever that you have to go do. And no matter like how well read or how cultured like you think you are, you don't know all these places.
Wow.
So you want to keep that flexibility. Yeah. To go do that. And the other best thing about traveling, the people you meet. The best thing about traveling. So, like, you'll go to a hostel, you'll be there for 5 days, you'll meet people that will be, like, your best friends. And it's only 5 days. And they'll be like, oh, man, I'm going here. And you want to go with them, right? And, like, maybe there's a girl, too, that you want to follow or whatever. Yeah. And...
Dude, I'm so like, jealous of you. So you've done all that. You've been to like all these different hostels, like all over Europe, and you've met like people from all over the place.
Yeah, all over the world.
Wow. And so like, can I ask you, did you have a little fling with? You had many flings with?
Yeah, usually they don't last like.
That's awesome, dude. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing that really stuck, but like I have like really good travel partners, or like. Even flings that like become friendships that are just like,
of course, man. Like that's something else, because like it's like you're going through the struggle together.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So it's like, damn, like we did it, like we survived.
Yeah, and you know what the thing is too, like Brian, like if you and me went to Romania or something today, you're all I've got. Like in the world, like like you're all I've got, man. like if shit hits the fan, like man, you're it. Like you're my only friend, face to face, right? Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, and so like these people are just like so important, to you, and you can develop a bond in such a small amount of time. So like, there's people I'm texting today, and I haven't been backpacking in like a year. Like, some of the people I'm texting right now, today, are from, like, 2 years ago. Or a year ago.
Wow.
And I might have seen them for, like, 2 weeks.
Wow.
Over there, but they're, like...
There's that
like,
bond.
Yeah. So, like, you have to, like, multiply the time. So, like, even though you've only known each other for 2 weeks, you can count that as, like, 2 years of, like, real friendship.
Yeah.
Like, everything happens faster and is more intense.
Right. Okay, so let me ask you about your general route in Europe. Right? Yeah. So that was in a span of 2 months, right?
Yeah, the first one I did was 2 months. And it was, like, a pretty, like...
So start to finish.
It was kind of like your basic starter pack.
Okay.
Yeah, so, like, I flew into Dublin.
Okay.
Then went to, like, London.
Okay.
Then went to Paris.
Okay.
You know, like, big Western European, like, safe cities.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, then I went up, I went to Belgium.
Okay.
Netherlands.
Uh-huh.
Germany.
Germany.
Austria.
Okay.
Slovakia.
Uh-huh.
Czech Republic. back into Germany, Czech Republic. No, back into Austria. I dipped in and out.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I did Denmark along the way too.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's up there.
That's
right?
that's north. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I think I went to Hamburg first from Amsterdam, Copenhagen, Berlin, maybe Prague, then Munich, then Vienna, then Bratislava.
So you're
like, I
kind of
was in and out
zigzagging a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like if you're in Europe, you're in the Schengen zone.
You're in the what?
What's called the Schengen zone. Like it's visa-free travel.
Oh, okay.
Like functionally, you can think of Europe as like all one country.
Country.
Right? Like you
And they're
don't go
just
through
kind of
border
like
control.
states. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. There's no border control, so you can just go however you want.
Right, right.
If you're in Southeast Asia, you have to think a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah, because you have to get your visas. Like they won't let you in unless you do a little planning in advance. Mm-hmm. But Europe, you can just zip around. Like it's super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I did more Eastern Europe. I got to Budapest, did a music festival there. It's called Sziget. Sziget is the most fun you'll ever have in your life in Budapest. So everyone, go to Sziget.
It was fucking popping, man.
Yeah. I went back actually. I've done 2 Szigets now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'd live for it. Like it's my favorite thing in the world. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I went down to Italy, back up through Italy, southern France, flew home out in Marseille. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so what are some of the things like not to do? Like, were there some places that you went to, like whether it's France or whether it's Germany, that you kind of experienced and you're like, fuck, like I shouldn't have done this, like something that you regretted or something that, like it would have been helpful if you had known before you went? Is there something, some tips that you can give to the people?
Especially in Western Europe, everyone is trying to scam you.
Western Europe.
I
I would think Eastern Europe. Is it
so safe?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's the flip of. It's total opposite of what you think. Yeah.
I'm kind of like ignorant in this department. Like Eastern Europe, I thought it was less developed.
It's less developed. Absolutely. Yeah.
But
like,
the west part of Europe,
people
tend to scam you
all
more?
the time. Yeah. Yeah, like
interesting.
One time I lost 50 euros. Like I lost 50 euros on one of those stupid cup games. Where like they have 3 cups and they put a ball in one of the cups and go like. I was like, I can do that.
So you're just, you're just having fun, all right?
Yeah, I was just having fun, but like 50 euros, jeez. And it's a scam. Like you never have a chance.
Yeah.
Like,
well, other than that, like, were there people who like totally scammed you because you kind of knew what was
guard down? Second, they'll get you.
A lot of pickpocketers. Is that what you're saying?
Someone took my watch, right off my wrist, in Paris.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, those two things were in Paris. Yeah.
I heard they're notorious for pickpocketing.
Yeah.
And who are these people usually? Like, I mean, I don't want to like stereotype anyone, but if you had to say, like, are they like native French people or
no?
Okay, so they're just like they're the minorities of.
So my experience, maybe every time something bad has happened, man.
You can check before
man. Yeah,
think about your answer.
Yeah. Oh god.
All right. So other than the native
trouble.
All right. Other than the native French people. Okay. I see. Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So like all right. So first place you went to, man. You said Dublin.
Dublin.
All right.
And that's like when I fell in love with traveling.
Okay, let's kind of go through each country like very briefly. So like, Dublin, man. Tell me about it, man. What was your experience like?
I was treated so well, and I had such a ridiculous amount of stuff happen to me in a small period of time.
What the fuck? And
like,
how does that happen?
I was there for 5 days. I find like if you just go up to people and say hi, or if you say something like, or if like you're willing to engage with people, like people want to be engaged with.
Yeah.
Like they want to talk to you, especially if you're foreign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like here in Korea.
But how do they? But look, I mean that's Korea.
Yeah.
But like
every country though, it's all people.
All right, but they won't know until you actually say, I'm Canadian.
You have to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially in Ireland where everyone speaks English and predominantly white people.
Yeah.
But like, oh man, I ended up at what's called a lock-in, where like you go to like the upstairs portion of a bar, and they lock the doors, and you're stuck there until 6 a.m. And I got there from asking directions. I asked them where, like, this river was. And if I could find the river, I could get back to my hostel. Yeah. So I asked them, I was like, hey, where's the lefty? And they're like, oh, we know where that is, but you're coming with us, so you don't need to know about that. All right? Yeah. Just worried. So you do that, you say a funny phrase or two or something a little endearing, and, you know, people will look after you and they'll want to, like, they want to drink with you. They want to party with you. So.
Well, Irish people, man.
Yeah, I still too. Okay, but, like, in Korea, too, I can go up to any table at a bar and say, Moko Jukja.
Right.
Or Insang Moyo. Like a couple phrases, and then
you're good to go.
And then I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
That's most places. And do you know what it's like that? It was like that in Ukraine. The Germans are like that. The Greeks like that. The Turks. Everyone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, they're very friendly, aren't they?
Yeah, but like that's like everywhere's.
I feel like that's very different from the States, man. I feel like people in the States are a lot colder than like what you're describing these Europeans.
I've been treated very well in the States too.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like when I went to Boston.
Does it have to do with you being like 6'2"? What are you, 6'3"?
No, I'm 6'2".
6'2" and being white? Like, I'm being serious. Yeah. I'm being serious.
Well, like here.
Like if you had to think about it. Like,
if I had to think about it, depending on where I am, like Ireland, who cares? No big deal. Right? Like I'm another white person in Ireland.
Right.
Korea? Yeah, it's a big deal.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Like, if I was Korean, I couldn't get away with half the stuff.
Yeah.
I do here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I'm like a novelty. Or whatever. You know, people are interested. Yeah. Or at least I'm like a bit of a status accessory. Like, everyone's partying with a Waygugan or hanging, like, you know.
Right.
Or at least they're interested. And if I can say a couple funny things in Korean, you know, they all laugh.
Right.
Yeah. Like if you go up to a table and say Moko Jukja.
Yeah.
How does that
go? Pretty much Moko Jukja means like let's drink and die. That's what it literally means, but like it's pretty much let's get lit.
Yeah.
So if I say that because I look Korean, they'll be like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, there's gotta be something like he's got some screws loose.
Yeah.
But so that's the biggest difference, I guess, between you and me. But
and if I do it, they laugh.
Yeah, of course.
They laugh, and then they offer me like soju.
Of course. So like after Dublin, okay. So what about like the food in Dublin?
The food in Dublin,
like in Ireland, like what is it like?
Not memorable.
Not memorable. Okay,
I'm sorry. I love Ireland.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it, but like I just don't really recall having like a meal that blew me away. Like there's meals like in Portugal. I had some grilled fish. I don't know what fish it was, but oh my god. Oh. The best thing you'll ever eat. And like I still remember.
Okay.
I still remember that food. Like there's some that stick out. Ireland just didn't have a meal like that.
Right. So after Ireland.
After Ireland, I went to London.
Okay. How was London?
London was awesome.
Was it like Toronto?
There's similarities. Yeah. A lot of
very multicultural, diverse.
Yeah, multicultural, diverse, expensive, rich, clean. But London's like it's grand. All the buildings you see like really nice old architecture, big pillars, nice parks, statues everywhere. It's
I see.
Very grandiose.
Right.
And I love British people, man. Like they're some of my favorites.
Oh, I see.
You know, I knew some people there. And then I went back to London again.
I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Is it? So is it true that they have like fucked up teeth? Because like
no.
You know, like in Japan.
Yeah.
Like
no, that's a stereotype.
You know what? Yeah. That's a stereotype. What I'm saying, but like in the States, it's very like integrated in our culture that we get our braces done. Like in middle school. Is that braces? The same
I
thing?
I lucked out. I didn't really need them.
Oh yeah.
Dude, my mom had braces. Mom. I remember again. Yeah. She got her braces off like months ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's so common. My sister had braces.
But that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah. Like, is it like so in London?
Yeah.
Like you know, do you see people with like whacked out teeth?
I know some people with like not great teeth.
Oh right.
But I also know Canadians with not great teeth.
Right.
Your kids at school? How are their teeth?
But I'm just saying, like, is that part of their culture? Is it not, or is? Like as much
Man.
as like the state of North America.
I think
you know?
you'll have to ask a British person.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay.
I can't tell you.
Okay. That's
But
fair to say.
I've seen like there are some gorgeous British women with perfect teeth.
Oh.
I can tell you that.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I know some men. Yeah,
Very sophisticated when,
Yeah.
when they just say a sentence.
that's all they have to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
speak. But I know lots of like, man, there's some like incredibly attractive British people, and they're actually like
course.
common. They're actually like common. A lot of British people are
course,
very
man.
attractive that have great
I would
teeth.
imagine.
But
Oh,
but yeah, I've seen some pretty messed up teeth.
Yeah.
But is it any worse than Canada?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, too.
Right.
I'm a bit of a patriot, so I'm going to say yes, it's worse than Canada. But,
All right. So what
but yeah,
about the
no,
food, man? Like, how was it? Not memorable or just
In
like
England?
whatever? Yeah.
I remember everyone kept telling me I have to go get their fish and chips. Their fish and chips are amazing.
Mhm.
And, you know, I'm from a place where, like, with a prominent fishery, like, we have good fish and chips, you know. I know a thing or two about fish and chips, all right? So I kept going, oh, you gotta try fish and chips in London, so good. I went there and I'm like, it's terrible. like, it's the worst. Oh, no, you have to go to this one specific place in this neighborhood. I go there. Also bad. Oh, no, you gotta go closer to here. Like, I keep trying, like, I did this, like, 5 times. I tried, like, they're very specific where to go to get the good fish and chips places. And they're, oh, no, you're not from here. You don't know. You have to go with a British person. I found a British person to take me to their favorite fish and chips place.
Yeah.
Terrible. Like, no, you keep trying. And then eventually they're like, oh, no, you have to go to this, like, town outside to get the good fish and chips.
Yeah.
And I kind of just, like, I'm done. I just know it's not. I just know it's.
You're like, nah.
I'm just like, nah. No. Actually, on a different trip to London, I did have an amazing meal in Covent Garden. Yeah,
Oh,
it
shit.
was like an Asian fusion place. And,
Ooh.
oh my god, it was good. And man, it set me back.
Oh.
It set me back.
jeez.
But oh god, it was amazing. Yeah.
All right, man. All right. What's the
Yeah.
country you went to next?
France.
France.
Yeah.
Okay. How was France, man? I heard a
France
lot of
is
bad
not
things.
my favorite country.
Okay.
And France has a lot to offer, and there's parts of France I really like. I do not like Paris. I'm sorry, I do not like Paris.
And why do you say that?
It's expensive. It has a lot of sites that you can go
Okay.
see, and like that's great. And do you know what? I ended up there on Bastille Day, and I had an awesome time. Very expensive. It's dirty.
Dirty.
People are rude, and
As
everyone's
dirty
trying to rip you off.
as New York City. Because New York City is
New York City's
pretty bad.
dirty, but like it makes up for it. You know,
Okay.
like it's like it's got this like kind of gritty culture to it, and like
Yeah.
it's kind of built into
It's
like
it's
this,
like it's
you
like
know?
part of it. Like you expect
it's like
it.
part of,
yeah.
yeah. Paris, it's not really like that, and
Wow.
it has really nice architecture, like it has really nice sites. But I noticed like a lot of Paris, and like this is kind of like there's people that love Paris and there's people that hate Paris, and I have friends that are gonna hear me like say this out Paris, and they're gonna like go off at me about how great Paris is and like
Yeah, because
all this stuff, and you
yeah.
didn't go to like the right places. All right, Paris is like 8-story buildings with like yellowish walls and then like a curved bluish roof at the top, and that's like 90% of what Paris is. There's dog poop everywhere. Oh, all right. I helped this lady take her take a stroller down down the stairs.
Okay.
And I did that. And I was really friendly. I was like, "Hi," and then she went and like walked away from me like really fast. I didn't even get like a thank you in like I didn't get a thank you in French, not in English, like nothing. She was just like, and then walked away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
And I was
the
like, I
fuck?
carried the stroller down a lot of
Yeah.
stairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she just like wanted me gone.
You're right.
Gone. Hey, Gongwo.
Oh, it's my friend Kyungmo. Yeah. We're it's my Korean friend here. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah. All right. So wow, man. Like I would think like France, man. Like that they seem so very like sophisticated. So I
Yeah.
would think like they're very like
Oh, do you want me? A lot of them are. Okay.
higher class than New York City at least.
Yeah. Okay. There's a city in France called Lille, which is really close to Belgium. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome place.
Yeah.
And then Nice in the south of France. Awesome.
Yeah.
So like it's not a condemnation of France. Like, but I just did not enjoy Paris.
Right.
I got ripped off. It was expensive.
Yeah.
I waited in a lot of lines. And that was the third city I've been to. Like, maybe with a little more experience, I would have done a little better, but yeah.
Okay, so as far as like the like scams and like the pickpocketing goes, like what are some of the tips that you can give? Because like in my experience, like when I went to like the Philippines, they'd say like to wear your backpack backwards, so it's actually front.
Yeah,
like
I did
in front of your
I had locks on my
your
backpack.
body.
I have locks on my backpack.
You have locks on your backpack. So
Yeah.
would you recommend locks?
Yeah,
on
yeah,
your-
why not? Yeah. So long as you use them, you know. Yeah, I know a lot of people like buy them and don't use them, but
Right.
But yeah, if you go do that, when I put my bag down,
Uh-huh.
I loop it through my leg.
Uh-huh.
So like my leg's in the middle of the backpack straps.
Right.
I do that, and that's just like ingrained in me.
Yeah.
And do it most of it. Tell people to fuck off.
Right.
Yeah, you got to be really comfortable telling people to fuck off. Yeah. So
And
like,
how would you go about
Fuck
that? Really,
off.
like literally the words "fuck off."
off? Yeah, everyone knows. Everyone knows those words. Yeah, yeah. So like even when I started, I'd have people latch onto me. I'd be like, no, sorry, no, I don't want this. No, I don't want this.
But that
No,
doesn't work.
I can't help you.
Yeah.
No, and like a lot of times, like even you'll see like ladies come up to you with like donations to charity or whatever, and like if you look at it close enough, you're like, you're not a real charity. Like
Right.
you're just gonna take this money. Like
Yeah.
do that. No, you have to be like fuck off.
Yeah.
And you have to like mean it
Wow.
and be like that, and then they'll leave you alone and they'll go pick on like a easier target or whatever. They'll know not to mess with you.
All right,
you have to be
wait.
really comfortable telling people no.
What are some of the common tactics that they use to like, fucking, take your money or
like
take
even-
something?
General pickpocketing, like one that
Yeah,
happened-
general things about Europe, like
one that they tried to do, and actually this happened in Belgium, and I got beat up. Like it was bad. I was messed up.
get the fuck out.
Yeah,
of
in
here.
Antwerp. Yeah, in Antwerp, someone came up to me and like it was like, "Do you like soccer?" And this has happened to me before too. And they go, "Do you like soccer?" And then like they don't really speak English because they're from like Eastern Europe, even though Eastern Europe's safe. Like it's just like there.
Is it true that Eastern Europeans they don't speak English as well as Western Europeans?
Oh, not even close. Not even close.
Wow.
Like in Scandinavia,
Yeah.
they speak better English than I do.
Wow.
Yeah, like they'll correct you on your English. Like it's impressive.
Yeah, yeah.
In my English, really not that great.
Yeah.
Especially since I moved to Korea.
Right.
Yeah, but they go up to you and they're like, "Do you like soccer?" And they put like their foot between your legs, like.
So
and
what
then,
Keith is doing right now?
Oh yeah, you can't. See
He's
it.
almost playing footsies
Footsies,
with me, but like
but they
he's
lean right
hitting
in.
both of my calves.
Yeah.
like-
Anyways, they're pretending like they're sticking a ball through your legs or something, and they get really close to you, and then like you catch like their hand in your pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're like, they just want to get close to you to do that.
Okay, so when you said the part about like being beat up, like can you explain more about that?
Oh yeah, I was walking home really drunk, which is stupid in Antwerp, and I got
come
lost.
on, man, you're having fun. Okay.
Yeah, but it was like 4 in the
Anyway.
morning. I was drunk and I was alone.
So
then, like-
you're a big
and then,
dude.
like, I
You can
started
take care of yourself.
Man, these guys like, yeah,
And you just started talking to.
yeah, and man, they took all my shit. Yeah,
Where is this?
Antwerp,
And where the fuck is Antwerp?
Belgium.
Okay, fuck you
No,
guys.
man, Belgium's awesome.
No,
Okay.
not
Belgium.
not you Belgian
Yeah.
folks, but fuck you guys who fucking robbed this
Yeah.
man because of his shit, because he's such a nice dude. Like,
I
why?
try.
Yo, I hate that. I
Yeah.
fucking hate that.
Yeah, I try. I probably could have like done a better job of. If I knew a little bit
Dude,
more, I
that
probably
fucking
would've.
hurts me, man.
No,
It hurts me.
Yeah, but like it happens
Because
to a lot
you're
of people.
such
I've
a
been
good
beat up.
dude, and for you to like, try to like converse with like people that
Yeah, but you know what? Like, yeah, I got suckered in Toronto too, and I've been in stuff back in Nova Scotia. That
you are
happens-
just a nice country dude.
No, it
that-
happens everywhere, man.
I know that fucking breaks my fucking heart. Like I wanna fuck them up. Like
I would have liked to too, but it happens. And I ended up being okay, and I kept going. But I lost a lot of money.
all right, this is making
Lots
me
to
sad.
watch.
All right, let's go on to the next story. All right, next place.
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Yeah.
How was that, man?
I was treated so well. Laszlo, Cass, thanks for looking after me.
Hey.
After this, because this was like straight after Belgium. Like
Yeah.
I left Belgium, like, went there, stayed at their place for, like, a week. And,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, got okay. And, you know, they took me around. Netherlands is great, friendliest people. Everyone speaks perfect English. Gorgeous women. Good food. If you like drugs, they're free.
Right. Cannabis is legal there.
They're legal, not free. Like, you're free to do it, yeah.
What about anywhere else in Europe? Is marijuana legal, or?
I don't smoke weed, like...
Yeah, I don't either,
you know,
but
it's not...
do you know? I mean,
do I know?
I mean, I'm pretty sure people in the hostel would talk about
I want to say,
it.
I want to say, like, Germany, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Or... It's, like, if it was a part of my life, I'd know, but... It's just not. Like, I stopped smoking weed when I was a teenager in Canada, so, like... Yeah, so I just wasn't a focus.
Yeah.
I did in the Netherlands, because it's, like, the thing to do there.
Yeah.
Like, what you do is, like, you take, like, the space cakes.
Yeah.
So I did that, but like, that's their thing. Anyways, Netherlands, awesome.
Wow.
Awesome time. Couldn't recommend it enough.
What are some places that you recommend, like the Helen Keller place?
I went there actually, and
how was it? Was it kind of eerie? Like was it kind of like?
Yeah, so like most places you go in Europe, you get like a World War II, or like every place has a World War II or a Holocaust story. Like it's common.
Yeah,
and like I went to Auschwitz as well in Dachau. Like I've been to a couple concentration camps, and when you go there, it's like it's messed up, and like
Holy
you feel
shit.
horrible.
Yeah.
But the numbers kind of mask it. You know, like you go to Auschwitz and there's like 1 million people died there, and what does that mean? 1 million people, like you do that. Then you go to Anne Frank's house.
Yeah.
Sweet little girl.
Oh.
It personalizes it a lot more.
Right.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, because like every day on the news we do see numbers like from people I don't know fighting abroad in Iraq or whatever against ISIS, and like it doesn't really like
do you know what? Yesterday I got a notification on my phone, like a mosque got blown up in Egypt. So I was over 100 people dead, and I didn't.
Right.
It didn't faze me.
That's most people, because we are
like,
desensitized to the number, right? Because it's just a number.
And if I knew a sweet little girl like Anne Frank,
right? Like you actually know her name, you know her story. You're in her house. You went to her house, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah. So there's that, and
How was the food there?
Good.
Oh.
Good.
Anything you recommend? Something in particular that was very fucking like good, or
Belgium and the Netherlands? It's weird, but like French fries and mayonnaise.
Oh.
I know, but like you wouldn't think
in Korea there's French fries and mayonnaise as a dipping sauce.
Yeah, but like we're North American, we don't do that.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Like
at
that's
all.
unheard of.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but it's good, and there's croquettes, which is like a deep fried cheesy thing. Like all the cheese, good. You know, they're famous for it. No, it's awesome.
Yeah, and okay, so after Amsterdam,
Germany. Yeah.
How was Germany?
Awesome. I have a lot of German friends from like even before I went there, so I was very well looked after.
Wow.
Yeah. Nico, Jan, thanks.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
So is it true that like for the master's like program, like is it free for foreigners?
I know Denmark it is.
Yeah?
Yeah, and
like
I think Germany, like, that's new. Like, I think that's as of, like, a year ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I know Denmark is free.
God damn.
Yeah, because when I went there, like, they wouldn't stop talking about it.
That's all
I
they
was
got.
walking around Denmark, and I was like... Like, I was like, I love it here. And everyone's like, oh, just come study here. It's free. Like, that's what they keep saying. So, Denmark, other awesome country. But like Western Europe, all kind of like it's all very similar. Yeah, like you don't really have like another wild experience.
Right.
There, you have a lot of fun. You have a lot of fun. It's all great. You go to a lot of sites. Yeah. You see a lot of museums, but like.
Would you say because the law is very well enforced there? There's a lot of.
I will say
regulation.
Again, two most dangerous countries I've ever been to: Belgium and France.
Oh.
So,
Holy shit.
Yeah, even more. I've been Israel, North Korea, China, Cambodia, Myanmar.
Well, North Korea on top of your fucking list.
Yeah. No, man. Like, but like in terms of like times where I was like, oh shit, I'm like kind of in trouble here. Like I might get hurt. Yeah. Yeah, Belgium and France.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? You actually felt like you're endangered, like in France, walking
Yeah,
down the streets?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I'm just asking because you're a big dude.
Yeah.
You're a fucking big dude. So yeah. So okay, what about Germany? How was everything there? Like, what were your experiences there, if you were to put it briefly?
Nothing but good stuff to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love Berlin. I love Hamburg. Hamburg's very underrated. No one thinks about Hamburg. But
So what makes it different than the other cities there?
you know, maybe I had so much fun in Hamburg just because I'm best friends with a girl at home. Like, we're from the same place.
There you go.
No, this is going nowhere near what you think.
There you go.
Her boyfriend at the time was German.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was living in Germany.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Oh, my friend's in Germany. Can you, like, take him out?"
Yeah.
And he did.
Mm.
Yeah. Thanks, Nico. Thanks, Tor.
Shout out to Nico.
Yeah. And, man, I had an awesome time there. It's beautiful. Good architecture.
Yeah.
Good food. Pretty girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, can you grab me a beer behind you?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, I'm kind of fucking thirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right. How was the beer there? Like, are they as big as of drinkers as people say they are? Like,
As bigger drinkers, they can drink, but, like... But, like, still, most people in the world can drink. Like, maybe, like, the top 10 biggest drinkers I know are all Canadian.
Canadian.
Yeah, and that's because I know so many more Canadians than I know of anyone else.
Right.
Oh, no, I know a Polish guy that can drink a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and a German. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but, like...
Yeah, every country.
Every country has someone that can drink a ridiculous amount of alcohol.
Right.
Yeah.
There's that.
And they do well.
But I mean,
The
okay,
Germans do very well.
all right. Let me put it like this. So like in Germany, like do they have a big drinking culture as they do like as in Korea, in Ireland?
I think Koreans might drink more, man.
Wow.
I think Koreans drink more.
Wow.
Because in Germany,
In terms of frequency, because like everywhere in the western part of the world,
In terms of-
the content of the alcohol is much higher than like you got your soju's, which is like 20%.
do you know what? Yeah, I think like maybe if a German and a Korean just like had a competition to see who could drink the most beers, maybe I'd probably bet on the German.
Right. But if you're saying in terms of like frequency,
Yeah, but you know what I will say? In Germany, you will not see a massive group of Korean men in front of a convenience store on a Wednesday night at 2 in the morning putting back soju, which is like every convenience store on a Wednesday night here.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. All right, so all right, any bad experiences in Germany?
No.
Wow.
No.
How's the food there? The
Good.
sausages?
Yeah, no, I had good food. Yeah,
Yeah?
they're not known for the food. Not a whole lot of vegetables. Good.
All right, so
Mostly meat.
what's the palate like? Like it's just fucking sausages.
It's a lot of meat.
It's a sausage fest in your mouth.
I remember I had like pork hocks, like pork knee, basically.
Pork knee.
Yeah. So which I thought was usually when I go to a restaurant, I order like the weirdest thing on the menu.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, I've never eaten that before. Like,
Yeah.
what? Yeah. Had a good meal. That was in Munich. Yeah, and that's one
Shout out
of the meals
to
I
Munich.
remember. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, that was good. Their beer's good. They think they have the best beer. Everywhere in the world thinks they have the best beer, but like it's actually Belgium.
All right,
actually, Belgium has the best beer, and it's like it's not even close.
And it's their own like local like draft beer, or is it like a beer that we know, like that's internationally known, or
If like the most
Like,
famous
what-
Belgian beer is Stella,
okay, yeah,
and if you say like that Stella's a Belgian beer to a Belgian, they'll get
Freak out.
offended.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll get offended.
okay,
Like Belgium has maybe like the most breweries per capita in the world or something. Like they have just an insane amount of breweries.
yeah,
And it's all so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the beer. So it's like 8% alcohol.
Oh,
it's
shit.
delicious. Like
Holy
it's fairly
shit.
cheap. Like,
Yeah.
Everything you want in a beer. Everything you want.
I trust you, man.
Yeah, like
holy shit.
And like I'm a bit of a beer snob too. Like,
Oh,
I'm a
yeah?
bit- I well like
But why are we
we're
drinking
drinking
this?
we're drinking Phil Light. Yeah.
All right,
but-
for those of you who are
but we're not
listening, we're
drinking.
drinking some bullshit of a drink. It's called, what is it called? Firelight.
Firelight, yeah.
Firelight.
Clean barley flavor.
Where's this from, man? I mean, fuck.
This
We
gotta
don't-
be
we don't-
Korean, right?
It says Australia. I don't know why it lists like 3 countries: Australia, Germany, and Denmark. I don't know what the fuck that
Oh, yeah.
means, but
It's not good.
hey, man. I mean, it's not bad.
It's
It's not bad.
It will get the job done.
It's got some flavor to it,
Yeah.
as more than Kas. I
And
would
actually,
say.
it's the best.
Kas is a Korean drink.
Yeah, it's the best value for beer in Korea.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So after Germany.
After Germany,
Yeah.
I went in and out of Germany. Like. I
Okay,
went
so
to
what are the
Hamburg,
other places
Denmark,
that you went in and out of from
Hamburg,
Germany?
Denmark, Berlin, Prague. Prague is awesome.
Yeah.
Prague is awesome.
Well,
I
why
won
do you
the
say that?
I won the best nights of my life.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
Well, Prague. Everyone loves Prague. Everyone that's been there has fallen in love with Prague. It's beautiful. It's cheap.
I wouldn't say
the
that's
people
like
are
very
nice.
well internationally
Seriously?
known.
Oh, I
Maybe
thought it was. I was so
you know what?
excited
I'm
to
just
get to Prague.
I'm
man.
just ignorant as fuck. I'm sorry. That's just my bad. I'm speaking for the ratchet and stupid fucking people.
No,
The
but like,
scum of the earth.
but Prague is like, if you have a conversation about like
Uh-huh.
what the most beautiful city in the world is, like Prague is in the mix.
What?
You'll
hell?
hear Prague, and rightfully so.
the
beautiful.
city itself.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's cheap. The people are amazing. They're friendly. The girls are beautiful. They have like a good partying culture. They love hockey. Like, what more do you want? Interesting history, as everything you want.
All right. So
And
for those of you folks who don't know about the history, Wikipedia that shit.
Yeah,
We don't have time for that shit
Yeah.
to explain.
yeah, and actually, do it. All Eastern European cities
Mm.
are similar in that way, and that's why they're my favorite. Eastern European cities.
So out of all all the European countries you've been to, what would you say like has the most beautiful women? Look at you
Oh my
thinking.
God. Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The most beautiful girl I've seen traveling was in France. I'll say that.
That's not what I'm
That's
asking.
one.
Okay.
That's one. Yeah.
The country, like the general, like
Yeah,
population.
Ukraine.
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 Wow.
Yeah. They're
Wow.
all amazing.
And from what I know, like Europeans, they're multilingual. Is can I say
A lot
that?
of them
Am I
do.
safe to assume that they're?
Dude, me speaking like really lousy French and only English
Uh-huh.
after that.
Yeah.
I was fine everywhere I went.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I've had some exchanges where like a lot of like sign language or hand
Yeah.
gestures
Yeah.
or calculators and translating apps.
Yeah.
But like everywhere I went I found English speakers.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, no, easy. Easy. Everywhere's in Europe at least, if you're in a situation where you need English, there's someone probably within earshot that can get you there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, what are some tips that you can give for people who are like, who wanna get into a hostel or some sort of accommodation? Would you recommend like couch surfing for those of you who don't know what that is? That's like staying at somebody's place for free. I know that sounds super sketchy, but for girls that's probably not a good idea. But for guys, you're pretty much crashing at some random person's house for an exchange of just whether it's cultural exchange.
Yeah, I've only ever
like
done that in cities that don't have hostels. Honestly, like I love hostels.
So what's some of the sites that you would like
Hostel
recommend?
World. I go off Hostel World, but I don't always book through Hostel World. Like Hostel World will it's really good for the information for what you want from a hostel.
Right.
Like I value atmosphere the most. Like how much fun am I gonna have at this hostel?
Right.
Like a couple more like security, cleanliness. They're not as big for me.
Yeah.
I don't really travel with anything valuable or like I don't need it to be clean.
Yeah.
I want to have fun.
Well,
I want to meet
just
people.
like
and
a
price,
basic,
right?
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go see that. I look at the pictures. Like,
Right.
do I like it? And then I'll probably just go to like their website or their Facebook page and book there because they charge a fee.
Right.
Yeah. Like you need sometimes do a little cheaper.
Okay,
If
so
you
guys,
book direct.
Hostel World.
Hostel World.
Hostel
Hostel World
World.
is like very reliable. It's my go-to.
Hostelworld.com. Go
Best
visit.
hostel I've ever been to is in Cambodia. Not listed on Hostel World.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
So
called
how the fuck did you find
Arcadia
that?
Backpackers. Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
So how did you reserve it?
I showed up and prayed. Yeah.
Okay, for
And
those
they
of
had
you
it.
who who don't have time for that, like, what would you recommend? Like calling them? Like, do they have
calling.
their own homepage?
But like
website.
But like I don't have a phone card, right? When I travel,
Right.
like I have to go out of my way too.
Well, unless you're already like staying at a hostel.
Yeah, and they can they help you out. And
they
they're very
have their
accommodating.
phone service.
Yeah, and they're very accommodating. But no, I was on the bus to Kampot, Cambodia, and then I heard about this hostel, and they're like, you have to stay at this hostel.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh shit, I don't have Wi-Fi right now, and I don't have internet. How am I going to pull this off?
Mm-hmm.
And I just showed up. I just got in a cab and was like, hey, Arcadia. And then he was like, sure.
All right, man. We got 10 minutes left. How
10.
crazy is that?
Oh man, I got him pissed so bad.
Yo, I gotta pee too. But hold that shit.
Hold that 10
Hold that
minutes?
shit. You gotta hold it.
After what we went through on the ride over here?
Hold it for 5 minutes. I'm gonna do my little outro. So like 5 minutes. All right.
Okay, you
hold
got
that
5
shit.
minutes. You got...
All right. So all right. Let's speed up here.
All right.
All right. After that, what? Any
after
all right,
where?
any after what were we just talking about? So any like hot spots of Europe? That's it.
Hotspots?
Yeah, like some like memorable cities that you know.
All right, my
you've
favorite
been to.
cities: Budapest, Odessa, Kiev, Riga, Prague. All Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
So that's like Ukraine, Latvia, Hungary, and the Czech Republic. All Eastern European cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then after that, you
In
went
Asia?
back. You went back home, and then you came back to where did you start in Asia?
I actually went to Europe more. I did more of Europe, and I did deeper into Eastern Europe. Oh, Sarajevo. I love Sarajevo. I almost forgot. Bosnia, awesome country. Everyone forgets about the Balkans. I love the Balkans, man.
Oh,
Croatia, Serbia,
Oh.
Montenegro, Albania. You'll love it there. It
Yeah.
has everything you want. Yeah.
Albania is next to Italy, or
Across the sea. Yeah, it's across the sea from
Oh.
Italy. Yeah, so
Do-
like
do they have a
north
sim-
of Greece.
do they have a similar culture?
No.
Oh,
No.
are
they're like-
they more kind of rough, like kind of like?
Yeah, they're rough.
Yeah.
All right, so what everyone thinks of Albania, you've seen Taken, right?
Well, I know about Albania.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, aren't
that's
they
what-
all like?
Man, I was treated
mafia
I was
thug,
treated
like-
very well in Albania. I was treated
Wow.
very well.
And you like Albania a lot.
I love Albania. Yeah, like I cannot say anything bad about Albania.
Wow.
Nothing but good experiences.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up here. Asia,
Asia. Yeah. Myanmar.
Myanmar
Cambodia, Laos.
has a lot of historical sites.
A lot of
and
historical sites.
Myanmar.
Everything's beautiful.
Any places that you
Surprisingly
recommend?
expensive. Bagan. Bagan, Myanmar.
And what the fuck is that?
Thousands of temples
Ooh,
that you can just go through.
yeah.
Like you have access to like these really cool, unique temples, and there's thousands of them.
Wow.
Hot air balloons, fun hostels,
Yeah.
good weather,
Yeah.
delicious food. Oh my god, the food
Oh
is good.
shit.
Man, it's in between India and China.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's like the center of all the best food in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say it's kind of like a fusion because of like the
Yeah,
historical
there's influence. Like Malaysia, you can
influences?
see it a lot more, but like, yeah, I'd say.
Interesting.
Like some of it's like kind of greasy, like Chinese food is.
Yeah.
And then it's still like really spicy, like Indian food is. Like you can tell they use a lot of the same spices. Yeah. Yeah.
And what other than Myanmar, what other place would you
Cambodia.
Cambodia.
Yeah, Cambodia. So that hostel I told you about
Yeah.
in Kampot, Cambodia. Arcadia.
Oh, what's the name of it?
Arcadia.
Arcadia.
Yeah,
Okay.
Arcadia. Dude,
So that's not on Hostel World.
No.
You'd have to go out of your way.
I
Maybe
think there's
Google
a Facebook
it.
page or Google. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, go.
Go find that shit.
Yeah, no, fine. If you're in Cambodia, go there and Koh Rong. It's an island.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like fairly underdeveloped. There's
Oh.
that in like Kota, Kiev. Those two places, paradise, actual paradise.
Okay.
And you can live there for like no money,
Mm.
like really cheap. You have access to everything you want
Mhm.
except like maybe internet and hot water.
Mm-hmm.
But like party, eat, beautiful scenery. I went
Yeah.
fishing every day.
Yeah. Cool.
So much fun.
Fuck. All right. All right. One last thing
Yeah.
to potential backpack travelers.
Yeah.
Any last recommendations or tips or something that they should have known before going out, of their own country.
Keep your flexibility.
Keep your flexibility.
Be
So
as flexible as
basically
possible.
don't book your shit in advance?
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
I'm a big believer in that. And there's people that are wired differently that have to do that. And that's fine.
Yeah, because I think I should book things in advance so that I could save.
Yeah, okay, so I just told you my favorite place, one of my favorite places in the world, were Bagan and Koh Rong.
Mm.
I didn't really know those places existed before I got there. Mm-hmm. Favorite hostel? Arcadia. Didn't know. If I had pre-booked, I would have missed all this shit. I went to Vietnam. I went with the most amazing group of people. So, Bex, Gia, Colin, Meals, Jeremy, everyone, Team Titties, Colin. That whole group we went up there with, most of what made, Vietnam in particular amazing was those people. And if I had made my own schedule, I wouldn't have been able to adapt to theirs.
That's
right?
your own particular experience.
Yeah, but
right?
everyone else can.
But
everyone else is going to meet people too.
But what other things? What's the benefit of keeping things
the ability to go to those places?
All right, so right,
and the ability
too?
to go to those places with those people. That's where you get the most value out of traveling.
Because you never know if you actually fuck with one place or not. You might really Paris.
So when I was in,
or you might and you might not fuck with Belgium.
Yeah, and
and do
you know what? There were places where I just didn't want to leave, and if I had a ticket booked out, I would have had to. Thank God I didn't. No. Had a lot of fun. Don't pre-book. That's my biggest thing because I've seen people do it. Oh, travel alone. I like traveling alone, and I know that doesn't work for a lot of people, but
because the hostels they provide that kind of community.
They provide that.
They have a little community living room kind of place, and you can meet people from all over the world, right? And so you can make
and you're kind of forced to.
Yeah.
And then do you know what? When I wake up in the morning, I can do whatever I want.
Yes.
And do you know what? I see it at the hostels. There's a group of people, and they're like, "Oh, I want to eat Western food. I haven't had Western food in a while." And then there's another person that's like, "Oh no, but we're here, so we should eat this food." And they all have to find a consensus and a compromise. Mm-hmm. If you're on your own, I don't have to compromise.
Right.
I can just go do whatever I want. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah. And also, would you say if you hadn't for when you wanna be flexible, let's say I mean are you talking about for people who want to book in advance?
Yeah.
Are they just trying to save
They're trying to save
$100 just it's a pocket change or what are we talking about
for how much money? So
is that hard to say?
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Okay.
It's hard to say.
Right.
There are people that are really good at gaming flight websites and using points. There are people that are really good at that. I'm not really one of them.
Because I'm just saying, people who are financially constrained, they might not be.
Oh yeah, no,
they
totally.
might not be in that position where you're just be flexible.
Yeah. So the first time I booked my ticket home, so my first trip, I flew into Dublin and I booked a return ticket out of Marseille. So I knew I needed to be in Marseille at a certain date, and then in between, I could do whatever I want. In Europe, it's trains. Most of the time, trains, buses, BlaBlaCar. You have options for that. Asia, you have to fly a little bit more, but you're never really gonna get screwed in Asia on airfare. So, a lot. It's mostly pretty cheap. Yeah. In Malaysia, I got a flight for $27. So,
holy shit!
Yeah.
All right. Any last tips for anyone looking to travel?
Not really.
Just be aware.
Be aware. Feel free to tell people to fuck off if you feel threatened. Don't worry about being so
walk
polite.
Alone. Or
most of the time I'm okay, but be a little bit more cognizant than I would. Yeah, just be a little smarter. I'm pretty.
That fucking breaks.
I'm pretty
my
risk
heart.
averse.
Come on, man. I mean, you're just being nice. I mean, fuck, man. That really breaks my heart. Fuck you guys who.
But to get scammed, if you lay your guard down for a second, it's these people's job to take advantage of that. So if you lay your guard down for a second, so kind of always be on, develop habits.
Man, I can't get over that, man. That breaks my fucking heart. I wanna fuck them up so bad. I'm pretty pissed right now. No,
life.
let's end it in a good note.
It's like, yeah.
All right, so cool, man.
Yeah.
Yo, thanks for coming on to as a last minute guest on Squash the Beef.
I'm always happy to do it, man. I love your podcast. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're here again. I didn't know you were gonna come so soon. But,
I didn't know either. I'm really happy.
Hey man, I'm glad that we went over the countries that you've been to.
Yeah.
Yo man, let's drink more after this.
Yeah, let's drink more after this.
I know you gotta take a piss, so I'm
gotta
gonna
so
do
bad.
my little outro.
You do
so
your
while
outro?
you do that,
Oh,
I'm gonna say my piece. All right.
All right. You say
So
your
everyone, thanks for following us. Hey, if you want to support us, please. Go on iTunes or YouTube or Google Play Music. Google Play Music is on US and Canada only. You can support us by subscribing to us, and please review and rate us. So if you fuck with us, please give us 5 stars. Thank you. And you can the best way to search us is by typing STBeef or Squash the Beef. And the episode number. So yeah, today Joe couldn't join us. Obviously, he's not here today. He had some other plans, so yeah, that's why he's not here with us. But he will be joining us next week. All right, man. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.